Welcome to Tube Atlas, a powerful PC and Mac desktop software that uncovers top trending searches as well as top performing videos and channels directly on YouTube. But that is seriously just a tiny sliver of what this incredible software can do for your business. In this video, you will also discover how to get free unlimited legal content, how to extract leads, and even reveal the estimated ad revenue for any video on YouTube. This first to market software packs an incredible 12 powerful built-in tools for researching data and optimizing your content on YouTube. There is nothing on the planet that contains all of these tools in one easy to use software application. It's no secret that YouTube is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to getting fresh new leads, customers, and product sales to your business. In fact, YouTube gets 14.3 billion visitors per month. That's more than Facebook, Wikipedia, Amazon, and Instagram. Think about that for a minute. Billions of people are searching for advice about products and services on YouTube right now. And directly from Google, 90% of people say they discover new brands and products on YouTube every single day. So the question you should be asking yourself is, am I using YouTube to its full potential in my business? Well, let me show you how Tube Atlas can uncover powerful data you can use to take advantage of YouTube marketing. Check this out. You can quickly extract hundreds of highly targeted keywords directly from YouTube, and then see the YouTube search volume index over the past year for those keywords at just a click of a button. You can even see trends across other Google properties such as web search, images, news, and even Google Shopping. But I am just getting warmed up. Inside the video tool, you can pull back 25 different data points, instantly revealing the top videos for any search phrase. You get access to valuable insights such as the total views, likes, comments, subscribers, and even estimated video earnings from ad revenue. There is no other tool online that provides this level of analysis for YouTube data. Need a never-ending source of fresh, hot, trending data? We even integrated a feature that extracts the current trending top YouTube videos with just a single click. But the real power of this tool comes from the built-in Browse and Extract feature. With this feature, you can simply browse any page on YouTube or any page on the internet that contains YouTube video links. And with the click of a button, you can analyze all the found videos, extracting 25 powerful data points instantly. And I didn't stop there. Over the recent years, I've got a flood of customer requests asking me to design software that analyzes YouTube channels. You asked? And I delivered. With a quick keyword search or by simply browsing YouTube inside the built-in web browser, you can quickly extract 17 data points for all given channels. Instantly see the total videos, views, subscribers, estimated total earnings, average earnings per video, as well as extract all external links connecting to each channel. Imagine instantly revealing a channel's top videos that are earning the most ad revenue. Need to collaborate or collect potential leads from YouTube? In both the video and channel tools, you can pull back email addresses found in the video and channel descriptions, making it very easy to get the contact information you need fast. Now, did you know there is a massive amount of free content you are legally allowed to use from YouTube? Millions of videos on YouTube have a Creative Commons attribution license, which according to YouTube, this license allows you to reuse those videos and video content freely. So to take advantage of this amazing source of incredibly valuable and free content on YouTube, we integrated a feature to get videos with the Creative Commons license. And we integrated a powerful video to text tool that converts the speech into text in just seconds, so you can reuse the content in your own marketing. With a click of a button, you can legally transform content from YouTube into blog posts, articles, ebooks, email promotions, social posts, anything you desire. Not only that, we integrated an auto punctuator, allowing you to instantly punctuate the video content at the click of a button. Just when you thought that was cool, well, check this out. We also built in a very efficient content spinner that always produces human-readable content by utilizing the free Google Translate tool. To make it even easier, you can download video files, video thumbnail images, audio files, and video files with no audio for any video on YouTube. You can also uncover an absolute treasure trove of content from video comments, but manually reading through thousands of comments from several videos is nearly impossible. With the built-in comments tool, you can quickly extract thousands of video comments into a data grid, allowing you to quickly analyze the top comments and discover valuable insights in seconds instead of hours. Instantly see the comments that contain questions or profanity, as well as reveal the most frequent word combinations. This powerful feature quickly allows you to find the most common issues in just a few minutes, or uncover amazing niche ideas you would have never thought of. Now, YouTube is always evolving with new amazing features, and YouTube Shorts is one of the hottest trends this year and taking the internet by storm. YouTube is following the massive success of TikTok and Instagram Reels by introducing their own short-form video platform. In fact, YouTube Shorts receive over 15 billion daily views. With Tube Atlas, you can easily analyze unlimited YouTube Shorts, revealing the top earning videos. Need help generating powerful and effective titles for your videos or client videos? Simply enter a few keywords related to your video topic into the built-in title generator tool, and it will instantly pump out over 1,200 different titles you can use or modify to fit your video content. I also built in 2 more powerful tools for revealing more top keywords to help fuel the success of your video or content marketing campaigns. The Tag Analyzer tool instantly extracts all the tag keywords from given videos, showing you the most valuable tags based on real data. But what about analyzing the keywords in video titles? No problem, we made a tool for that too. Simply click the Title Analyze option to instantly see the top word combinations that you can be targeting in your own marketing. So stop guessing what the best keywords are and let Tube Atlas do all the heavy lifting for you. But what about hashtags? Let's be honest, trying to figure out the best hashtags to optimize your video descriptions can be a real pain in the ass. But inside Tube Atlas, you can generate the best hashtags using 4 different methods to maximize your success. Quickly generate hashtags from the Keyword Generator tool, the Trends tool, as well as the Tag Analyzer and Title Analyzer tools. It's never been easier to get very powerful hashtags you would have never thought of. With over 12 powerful built-in tools waiting for you inside Tube Atlas, you will have a massive unfair advantage over your competition by uncovering top-performing content on YouTube in just minutes. With Tube Atlas, you not only have the power to uncover top videos and channels, but you also have the ability to create unlimited free, unique, and legal content from hundreds of millions of videos on YouTube. To celebrate the release of the new Tube Atlas software, we are offering a limited time discount where you can get access at the lowest price. And that's not all. You also get access to our online video description generator, video description templates, and online hashtag generator bonus tools. Plus, you also get 10 computer installs for you and your team, including partners, employees, outsourced team, or even your family. In addition, with the commercial license, you can generate interactive HTML reports and other documents that you can deliver to your clients as a service and keep 100% of the income. With our ironclad money-back guarantee, you can try the software for 30 days completely risk-free. In just minutes from now, you can start uncovering the best converting content, get access to unlimited free legal content, collect targeted leads, and so much more directly from YouTube. Don't miss out on this limited time offer and take action right now. Here we're going to talk about how to use the keywords tool within the Tube Atlas software. So to get there, all you have to do is just click on keywords here within the given tabs. So once you get to the keywords, what you want to do is simply just enter in your seed keyword, for example, like dog, and go ahead and click generate. And just like that, it'll pull back hundreds of related keywords to the word dog directly from the YouTube auto suggest engine. So I want to explain where these keywords are coming from. Let me just quickly show you. If you go to YouTube and you start typing in the keyword dog, you will notice all of these suggestions coming down here. Now these are predictions. So YouTube is predicting the most possible the next popular keyword that you want to look at. So dog barking seems to be the most popular thing that people are searching for when searching for the word dog. But if you put a space and type the letter A, you get a whole bunch of keywords, and then B, and then C, and so forth. And these are the most popular keywords that YouTube is predicting that you're looking for. So they have a very sophisticated algorithm to determine these things. So if you look at this little drop down here, technically the very most important keyword according to YouTube is this one right here, dog crying. Well, I give that a rank number 1 from this list. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of think of it like running in a race. So when you're number 1, you're the best, right? So number 1 is the best. So that's where this comes from. That's where the keywords come from, and also this rank number. So as you can see, when you put dog A in there, the first one that came up was dog anxiety music. So if you go back to YouTube and type in dog A, you will see dog anxiety music, and that's where these keywords come from. In addition, you can see the number of words that are contained in the keyword and the number of characters. This helps for people that are looking for long tail keywords, so you can easily sort your keyword list by the character and length. So what you can do is you can take advantage of the quick filters at the very top. Just click this little search icon that you see, and you'll see some filters that come up. It's a little window, and you just simply select what you like, or you can type in what you want here. I'll have a separate video that will show you how to use the filters, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you change the filter to say greater than 50, you can just go apply and it will do that, but there's no characters greater than 50 in there. To delete out the column filters, you can clear the filters here, or there's another button just down here, filters, and then clear filters. That works as well. You can also search within the keyword just by typing, and as you type, it will automatically filter for you. So the way that this works is the software will take the seed keyword and you have some search ranges here. The first option we did here, it just simply appends the alphabet from A to Z and 0 to 9. And that's after the seed keyword. Now you can also select to do before the seed keyword and also before and after. So what I'm talking about here is when we did dog A, what if we put the A at the beginning? You'll get a whole bunch of different words, and say B and C. So if you want to get even more keywords, you can do before and after. So if we just hit the clear button in the bottom right-hand corner, that will clear out the data grid. We can click generate. And as you can see here, really quickly, it's putting the letters before and after, as well as the numbers. Now, if you want to take it one step further, there is one where you can do a double letter. Now this takes a long time to do, but you can get a lot more keywords. I'll just show you a little bit here. So what it's doing, it's just appending 2 letters at a time. But you can see it has to go through 1,296 extractions in order to get all the keywords. But if you do it this way, you can see you're getting an incredible amount of keywords. So again, if you go back here and if you type in dog A, and then B, C, D, all the way through the alphabet and so on and so forth, and then you move on to B, A, then B, B. So it's just kind of 2 letters appended. Let's stop that there. But you can see we already got 1,554 keywords, and it was only about a quarter way through. So you can see how much keywords you get. Pretty much unlimited number of keywords directly from YouTube. Pretty awesome. Just gonna go ahead and clear that out. Another feature that you can do in here, let's say you want to look at multiple keywords. So if you want to do that, you just have to separate them by a comma. So if I want to do dog, comma, and then puppy, now I can go, I'm just going to select the seed after, click generate. So it will do both words. So it's doing dog right now, and now it's switched over to puppy. And now we have 500 keywords for those 2. Another cool feature you can do is if you use the asterisk, so if I go dog asterisk toy, what will happen here is this will be overridden. So what will happen is none of this will work inside the search range. What will happen instead is the software will automatically just replace that asterisk with the alphabet. So let's go ahead and do it. And you can see here it's just putting the, and it got 45 keywords where the actual alphabet was put in between there. So what am I talking about? If you go back here and you go dog A toy, you're going to get all those words, then B and C, so on and so forth. And this gives you just excellent set of keywords that you wouldn't have thought of, like a, you know, let's take a look here. A dog toy. Well, that's not very good. Like dog chewing on toy, you know, things like that you wouldn't actually think of. Dog playing with toys. Those keywords could be really valuable when you're doing your marketing. A few other things you can do here. You can actually select the country that you would like to get the keywords from. Now there's some features when you right click. You could send corresponding keywords to the trends tool or the video tool or the channel tool. You can also get search volume, which I'll show in a different video. You can also send selected keywords to the keywords everywhere tool. I'll show that in another video as well, but Keywords Everywhere is a paid service. So a lot of my customers requested this, that they wanted to be able to use the Keywords Everywhere data. So if you have an account at Keywords Everywhere, then you can use the built-in tool and it goes through their API system. Again, that's a paid service. And in my opinion, it's probably the cheapest paid service you'll ever find for keyword research. That's incredibly inexpensive. Anyhow, I'll have a video for that, but let's take a look at some other features down here. The checkboxes. In order to select checkboxes, you can use, when you right click and you go checkboxes and you can access them here, or you can click the little checkbox up here in the first column and you get the same options. So it's pretty self-explanatory here. If you want to select all checks for all rows, if you want to unselect checks for all rows, just for highlighted rows. So highlighted means when you see this little highlighted, it doesn't matter where you click within a row, that row is classified as highlighted. So if I go select highlighted rows, you'll see it gets there. If you hold down your control key on your keyboard, you can select multiple at a time, and then you can do select highlighted columns or rows, sorry. It does like that, and you can also unselect them. You can also access your filters. Now I already showed you the quick filters. There's also the custom filters. You can load, or you can show your custom filters. Pretty self-explanatory. You can just select here the column that you want, the compare type you want to do. You apply it and your filter will be applied. You can save your filter files and stuff. Again, I'm going to be showing this in a different video. I just want to quickly show you this here. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out the filters. Filters, clear. Now also when you right click, you also get access to the copy options here. Are pretty self-explanatory, but I do want to say when you see the word selected in capital letters there, what that means is when the check boxes are selected. So that's what that means. So when you select the check boxes, so that's what it means when you see selected. And so if you go back to copy, I want to copy selected rows. Let's say selected keywords to clipboard. So when you do that, and then you open up, somewhere where you want to paste your keywords, you'll see those are the ones that we selected here. And when you copy, you can copy all the keywords to your clipboard. You can also do searches here. So if you right click and you search, and you say you go Google Trends, if you click that, what's going to happen here is it'll automatically open up your web browser and show up to five keywords that are selected. Now, we also do have the Google Trends built into the software, so we'll get into that to another video, and that's where you can just send selected over to the Trends tool, but we'll do that in another video. So you can also do other things here. You can also search, Google and Bing and Amazon, Etsy, whatever. Let's say, for example, you want to search Etsy, you just right click and do that, and it'll automatically search those selected keywords through Etsy. So it's kind of a handy little thing to have. Then you can right click, you do auto fit columns, reset columns, and you can also delete and remove duplicates and things like that. So pretty self-explanatory. Now for file saving, it's quite simple. Just down the bottom there, you'll see that file button. You can right click and you'll get access to a bunch of features. So let's do that. So you can go ahead and save to a project file. Let's do that. So if I just save to a project file, it just brings me up to the documents folder here. I'm just going to create a new folder and just call it Tube Atlas Saves or something like that. Whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really matter. And this is where I'm going to save my file. And this is a Tube Atlas keywords file. So it can only be opened up using Tube Atlas keywords tool. So I kind of get a little mixed up. So if I go to clear out this data and I go file load, I can load this into Tube Atlas. Now you can also save to a comma separated value file. So I can select that and click there. Now when you save a file on your computer, I made it really handy to get to where you last saved your files. By clicking file, you notice this here, open last working folder, and it'll open it up right inside your Windows Explorer, so you can see where you just saved that file. It's pretty handy. So if I click that, you can now see the data that we just saved. You can save it to text file, you can copy as well, and you can go to the install folder. So pretty self-explanatory. And that's basically how you use the keyword generator tool to get hundreds, if not thousands, of keywords for whatever you want in the seed keyword. When you put your seed keywords in there, you just get hundreds and hundreds of really targeted keywords. And what's really important is these are coming directly from YouTube. In another video here, I will be showing you how to get search volume by using the free import tool as well as the keywords everywhere. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about the Trends tool within the Tube Atlas software. So to get access to it, you'll see up here along the tabs, you go to the Trends. And so this tool is pretty exciting for me because I've personally always wanted to build this, but never could really kind of make a good working copy of it, but I've finally done it. Now what this is basically is the Google Trends tool. So if you go to Google Trends, you'll notice when you stick a keyword in here, like a DIY, and you search in here, it gives you an index of how popular that is over whatever you select for these things here, for like the country and the time, categories, and the property. And so what I've done is I've finally figured out how to integrate these charts directly in the software. Now that tool does come with limitations. So on Google Trends, if you use this tool through a web browser, you can't search for, let's say, 100 keywords in a minute. They'll limit you. They'll say, okay, you've used the tool too much. You got to wait for a little bit to use it again. And if you do over 1,000 keywords really quick, within like an hour or something like that, then they say you can't use the tool for 24 hours. Then 24 hours later, you can use it again. So They do have some limitations so that their servers aren't being used so much. I've got past those limitations using some things within this tool so you can get access to using that tool more. So let me explain how to do it. But first and foremost, basically all you have to do is put your keywords in here, select your options here, the country, time period, category, and property. I have it defaulted to YouTube search since it's within the Tube Atlas software, but you're not limited to that. You can also do image search, web, image, news, and Google Shopping. So let's go ahead and do an example here. And so I'm going to send some keywords over from the keywords tool here. Let's go and just sort by rank and let's just grab a few of them like that, maybe like this. Right click and you can send the selected over to the trends tool. And here they are. And all we have to do is go ahead and click go. And like I said, you don't want to be using this like heavily. If you're a heavy user, then you're going to have to use the built-in proxies, and we'll get into that next. But I do want to mention one thing. If you're not going to use proxies, I suggest being careful with this and use the settings. So there's a settings button here, and you'll see this first setting here. After 50 web connections, pause between 10 and 60 seconds. This is really good to do. You can even lower it down to, after 20 web connections sort of thing. And if you're using proxies, then this one would be relevant, but this one will work with proxies or without proxies. Now, if you don't know what a proxy is, basically a web proxy is a way of connecting to the internet through someone else's computer. It's kind of like a virtual private network. You probably may have heard VPN. Proxy is similar. I'll get into that later, but so it's a good idea to make sure in the settings that you have this so that it will pause after a certain amount of connections to, make sure that you're not using up the rate limiting that Google uses on the trends tool. So they limit the amount of you can use it, like I was mentioning. But anyhow, you see now you can get access to the Google Trends in these handy graphs directly for all your keywords inside this tool. And I've added some additional things here that you can't get on their Google Trends tool. So now remember, we searched the YouTube property, so these are the interest on people on YouTube, which is really powerful. And of course, we've only did the time period of last 30 days, but we can do 90 and a year. And what we can do here is now we can see the word count, the character count, and now the total average across there. So if I just double click any of these, it'll bring up a little chart, and you can do a bar chart or a line chart. So down here, if you click this little checkbox, it'll go to a line chart or a bar chart. If you'd like to see this on Google Trends, you can click that button. It'll bring it up right in here. And they do give you some other things here, some other related topics and stuff like that. So it's always good to go to their site and look at that page. But you can quickly just see the data right in here. You could even save this data to image files, or you can save the data right out to the pure data right out to a text file or comma separated value file. And what's nice is you can keep this window up to the side, and let's say, like if we just move this over a little bit, just move it to the other side here. And if we're just double clicking these images, you'll see it just automatically shows in that window. So it's kind of handy. And what I've done here is you can see the total average. So if we sort by the total average, so this one has the highest average search index. Now we can look at the trending slope. Minus means it's going down. Plus means it's going up. So this one is generally sort of going up. You can't really see it because there's a lot of points in there. It's kind of like all scattered, but you could kind of tell it's going up. On the trending spike, this just looks at the most recent data points, just a couple of points here. When you select these, it's different. So with the 30 days, I believe it's like about a week it'll take a look at. And then when you select like a month or 90 days, it'll be more like more than 1 week. And this is more than a couple months or something like that. But it just checks to see recently whether or not it's been spiking. And so that's really handy to have there as well. And so when you right click the grid, you do have access to a bunch of other stuff here. Like in all the other grids, you have access to checkboxes, filters. You can copy keywords and things like that. You can search as well. And of course, you can send to the video search tool or channel search tool. So for example, you want to do the DIY nails. The way this works is whatever one is highlighted, So when you see it colored like that, the cell, it doesn't matter where you highlight on the corresponding row. It doesn't matter. When you right click and go send to video, it will send the corresponding keyword. So you see here. Or if you right click and go channel search, it does it like that. So that's how you use that part. And then you can also get the search volume. So I made a separate video. You can get free search volume. So you click there, you follow that video I've already created in the help video section, how to get import free search volume from Storybase or Google Keywords Planner. So you can do that as well. We also have the Keywords Everywhere tool available for this. I also recorded another video for that. Keywords Everywhere is a paid service. So if you already pay for that service, I've built in a tool that will connect to your paid Keywords Everywhere account and extract a bunch of really cool data. So make sure you watch that video. It's pretty powerful. And in that tool, you also get access to graphs like this as well. So now you can compare the trend graphs from Google Trends to Keywords Everywhere search volume graphs. So it's pretty awesome. Awesome data to have access to, all within one handy little software. So it's very exciting that I got this built out. And you can access the filters as well. So again, if you just click these little search kind of images there, the little magnifying glasses, you can search with quick filters and whatnot. And you can clear out the filter anytime you want by clicking here. I'll be creating another video showing how to use the filters more in depth, but you can also do the custom filters, so you get access to that down here. And down here in the file button, you can save the trends data to a file. So you can save to a project file. And this trends file can only be opened up by the software itself, so by this tool. So if you save it, and then let's say we clear that, and we go file, load project file, so it can only load into the trends data. So if you want to save the actual data in different formats, you can save it to comma separated file or text, or if you just want to save just the keywords. I also put some of the copy functions here. And as with most of my software, I put the, you can't see it in view here, just give me a second. There we go. Open last working folder or the install folder. These are handy when you save a file and you don't remember where you saved it last. You just click that and it'll automatically just tell you where you saved it last. So that's cool. So that's basically an overview of how to use the trends tool. It's quite self-explanatory, but like I said, be careful using this tool. You may find that you'll run into your limit. It'll give you a warning saying, you know, you've ran your limit. We suggest using proxies. So I'll do another video, a separate video on how to use the proxies. And if you click the little show button over here, this is where we get access to inserting the proxies. And I want to show you how to get free proxies, how to load free proxies, and how to get really, really good free proxies. So I'll do that in a separate video, so this one's not too long. But for now, make sure in the settings that you utilize and take advantage of this first setting. After 50 web connections, pause. I would even recommend doing 20. Just to make sure, you know, and then you can even do between 60 seconds and 120 seconds, you know, to make sure that you're not running into any rate limiting and you won't have any problems. It does take a lot longer. You just have to be patient. But think about it. Imagine having to go through, say, like 500 keywords one at a time on the Google Trends website. That'd take forever, right? And for what I've seen on the internet, I'm not even sure if you can get Google Trends into any software like this. So this might be the only place you can do it. But don't quote me on that. I'm not positive, just from what I've seen so far during the research of creating this tool. And it took me a long time to figure out how to create this tool. I just couldn't find anything that was similar. Anyhow, that's how I use this tool. And in the next video there, I'm going to show you how to utilize the proxies. And you can pretty much use this limitlessly. So see you in the next video. Next, we're going to talk about how to use the videos tool. So this tool is used to analyze videos on YouTube. So it's pretty self-explanatory how to use it. You just come in here and stick in your main seed keyword. So let's say if we just did DIY and just put search. So this will search YouTube and you have some options here. So what the software in this particular tool, using this right here, you can only search the first page results of YouTube. But don't worry, there's another way to get all the results. I'll show you that in just a bit. But for now, let's just concentrate on this. So it will get the first page results, and you can also sort the relevance of those first page results, which usually is only about 20 or 30 results, right? So you can do by relevance, upload date, view count, or rating. So I'll just do relevance for now. You also have the option to only select videos that have subtitles, that will definitely contain subtitles. This is handy if you want to convert videos to text by using the video to text tool. So if you want to do that, you can select it as well. If not, don't worry about it. Now we do have an option here to also search Google and Bing, which is really important to search to two best search engines in the world for videos. So you can select how many pages you would like to search for Google and Bing here. So I'm just going to select all of those right now and go ahead and click search. And so it's going to YouTube. It grabbed a bunch of videos there, and then it went to the first page of Google and the first page of Bing. And then at the same time, it also only grabs the unique videos. Obviously, there's going to be some results that will overlap between Google, Bing, and even YouTube. So it just gets the unique results amongst all three of those. It found 108, and we are downloading all the data for those 108 videos using multiple downloading threads. So I'll show you that in just a second here. So if you go up to settings and click that, you'll see you'll have the downloading threads. I have it set to 5. You can go up to a maximum of 15. What that means is downloading the data for 5 rows at a time simultaneously. So doing it, 15 at a time. I usually stick around 5 to 8. Seems to be a good number, but it's up to you depending how fast your internet connection is. So now let's take a look at the data. So down here at the bottom, you do have an image size. So in the first column, you do have your image. So if you want to see it a little bit, you could just make it bigger or smaller, like so. And then here, we could take a look at the data. You get the video ID, the link, the source. The source is YouTube, Google, or Bing. As you can see here, some came from Bing, Google, and YouTube. The search phrase that we used. Then we got the video title, description, and now we have all sorts of cool data. We got the characters in the title, the views, likes, dislikes, rating, number of comments, the length of the video in seconds, when it was published, and then I have another column here. It gives you the number of days since it's been published. So this one's been published for 49 days. Then this does an average. So this takes basically the number of views, which are over here, and divides it by the published days and gives you the average views per day. Then we've got the category it's in. Does it have subtitles or not? The channel link, how many subscribers that particular channel has, and then of course the tags associated with that video. So you could see some of the incredible data that you can get for marketing. And like now you can just quickly sort by just clicking the top column. You can sort any column you want. You want to see views per day, so you can see which ones. This one's only been published for 1 day, got 480 views. So now we can go and see what that is. One handy thing you can do here is if you double click that image, it'll bring up a video details window for you. Now I have to be honest, when you click the link and go over to YouTube, a lot of time YouTube will suck you in and you'll be sitting there forever browsing a million videos and not actually getting any work done. So I made this little thing so you can just quickly see the data up here. You got access to the title, the tags, and you get access to the description really fast here. So all you have to do is just double click and that window will automatically just update. So let's just put it over here. Gives you a quick way of not getting too distracted from going over to YouTube all the time. So if you just double click the image, it'll quickly show you some data that you want to look at. So you can see the title, tags, and the image there. So that's a cool feature. Now another really good feature we have in here, so I'm just going to clear that out. So whenever you want to clear out a data grid, you can see down the bottom here, you'll see a little clear button. That'll clear out everything. You do have an optional button down here. extract the latest trending videos. There's a trending videos section on YouTube and I integrated in here. So we just click that. It'll always just download the latest trending videos right now. And then it looks like there's 82 of them. And so that's a handy little thing as well. So now you instantly got access to all the data from the top videos right now. And a lot of times it's quite incredible. Like if you come over here, you go views per day, 43 million views per day. It's only been published for 2 days. So I wonder what video that one is. I'm not sure what that is, but it could be a music video or something like that. Anyhow, I don't want to get distracted by YouTube at the moment. But that's a cool thing to think, or cool thing to see. So you can really have your finger on the pulse to understand what's going on in YouTube. So the next thing I want to show you is the browse or import option. This one is very powerful and I think you'll be using this part a lot. So let's go here, and what you want to do is click on the browser. This is an integrated browser. And remember I mentioned before that using this tool here you can only search the first page results. Well, let me show you how you can search anything. So this is just a built-in browser. You've got bookmarks on the left-hand side. Inside the middle is the browser, regular browser stuff up here. And over here, this is going to be the place where it can collect videos or channels. So I'm going to concentrate on videos for this particular thing we're doing here. So let's go ahead and go to YouTube. I have a couple of bookmarks automatically in here, but you can click trends, or you can go directly to YouTube. Dismiss. Of course, you can log into your account. I'm not logged into my account at the moment, but let's say I was searching for like knife making. And I wanted to research knife making ideas, but now here you can do anything you want. So let's say if we go in the filters, I want to look at knife making, I don't know, video under 4 to 20 minutes in the last month. I want HD. I want to see rating. I don't know, I'm just choosing a bunch of different filters. And now we've got all these videos and I want to analyze those videos. So what we can do here is we can just keep scrolling down with our mouse if we want. I do have an auto scroll button. You just click that. It'll automatically scroll for you, and it tells you how many times it's been scrolling. So let's scroll maybe 10 times here. Once you're satisfied, hit stop. Then what we do is go ahead and click, I want to extract the video links in this page. So you do that. Now it does take some time because there's a lot of data it has to go through to get those links. So you just got to be patient for a second here and it should get them. So it found 376 video links. So once you're satisfied, you can go add links, and you got a couple options down here. So you want to add links to videos tool or channels tool. So we're analyzing videos. So if you go videos tool, you do that. And then it asks you whether or not you want to close this window for if you do or not. So if you click no, it'll just keep the window open, but I'm just going to click yes. It's going to close it for me, and it automatically adds the links into here. This is the browser import section, and now I got all of them in there. And all you have to do is just click analyze, and it'll start chugging away and analyzing all of those videos that we were doing on there. So if we can go stop here. I'm not going to do them all, just to show you the power of that actual tool. So let's clear this out. Oops. Hit browse. So you can see just how powerful this is. And say you got favorite channels or favorite things on YouTube that you always go to, and you can just create bookmarks over here really, really easily. So let's say, for example, this particular knife maker here, in their videos, I like this. I want to, I'd like to bookmark this. So if you want to bookmark this, you can go here and you create bookmark, and you make a label. I call this Creator QI, and I want a optional folder. Well, I'll put it in the YouTube folder, and it's create bookmark, and there it is. So next time I want to go to this, I just double click it, come here, and I'm inside that particular, whoops. There we go. So now we're in that particular thing. And if I want to actually, view all the videos, let me just clear out these links here. Oh, clear links. There it is. Forgot where I put the button for a second. Now let's say I want to actually analyze all of this person's videos from their channel. I can do the auto scroll thing here and let it go down a bit. It's not scrolling anymore, so I'll stop it. Extract the video links. You have 31 videos, and now I can go ahead and add those, and I can analyze all the videos from that given channel. So that's pretty powerful as well. So now you get an idea of just what you can do with Tube Atlas. It's pretty much limitless when you utilize the integrated web browser to do things. So it's very exciting. And so that's how I got around the idea of not being able to, when you do the search from in here, you can only do the first page results. But if you want to do infinite number of pages, then do this. All you have to do is just start searching up here for anything you want. DIY home, and you want to get 20 pages of results, then just start scrolling for 20 pages and you'll get 500 to limitless number of videos. Now you can just go ahead and extract those links, add them, and start analyzing just like that. So pretty awesome. Another cool little feature here is, let's say you want to log in to your YouTube, because maybe in your account you have certain things you like looking at or certain channels that you investigate all the time in your research. So you like to log into your YouTube account. So you can, I have a little bookmark here. Of course, you can just go to YouTube and you can see the sign in at the top. It just goes to the same place. Now instead of typing it in here all the time, I did have a little user pass button up here. If you click that, you'll notice you get these options here where you can copy your saved YouTube username and password. And there's also a YouTube login here. If you click that, it goes to the same page. But if you click on Open Settings, you'll see here there's a YouTube login place here. You can enter in your username, which is basically your email, and your password, and you can click Apply, and it'll save to your computer. Also note that the password is actually encrypted on your computer. So it's saved in a settings file on your computer, but it's encrypted so no one can get it or steal it or anything like that. So it's completely optional. You don't have to put it in the software, but if you just want to save a little bit of time, when you go to log in, you could just go and copy username, hit there, and just go Control V on your keyboard or right click and paste, and then click Next. And then here you can go user pass, copy password, and then now you can log in. And now you can go to, stuff that you do inside of your YouTube channel that you'd like to research. Now you got access to it. So, and of course, if you don't want to do that, you can always go up here and just sign out. But that's a cool little other feature there that you can log in by using your stored username and password up here. Well, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. So the next thing I want to talk about is how to convert a video to text. So I've integrated that really cool tool in there. It's something that a lot of people really want and is in high demand, where people want to be able to convert content from YouTube into text so they can utilize in their marketing. For example, say you find a really good video that you'd like to convert the text for a blog post. Now I do highly recommend to change the text a little bit if you're going to use it as your own content, but you don't have to if you're going to give full credit to the actual video creator and you've obviously contacted them to get permission to use their content. But this tool makes it so easy to do that. So first thing you want to do is you actually have to find a video that you'd like to convert to text. So let's do DIY, and I'm just going to just search on YouTube. And one handy thing when you want to convert video to text, you can use this additional option here, contains subtitles. Obviously there's auto-generated subtitles that YouTube will do as well, but also you might find that you'll try to convert a video to text and says, oh, there's no text. A lot of videos on YouTube don't actually have any text, meaning people don't talk or there's nothing said in the video at all. It's just, you're just watching someone do something, right? So you got to keep that in mind. let's go ahead and just click on this, and I'm going to go search. So I'm just going to search the first page of YouTube results using the search tool here. And so what we want to do is all of these, you'll see there's a subtitles column. All of these have subtitles. So let's just look at one. Here's the content length, the length of the video. Let's look at one that's not too long. Let's take the top one. How about that? So I'm going to double click here. And what you want to do is you right click and go videos tool. Then you can go convert selected video to text. So what it's doing, it just sends over that corresponding video link to this tool right here, text or video to text tool, and just sticks the link right in here. So all we have to do now is just click on convert to text. And now we have all of the text from the video in here. Now, each line is kind of like mentioned as the person talks. So this is how it's kind of presented from the data that we get from YouTube. And we got some other data down here. It tells you how many lines, words, and characters. But unfortunately, if you want to take this content and convert it to some sort of readable content on a blog post, it's kind of hard. So I've integrated a very sophisticated tool. It's called Auto Punctuate. All you have to do is click this button, and it takes a little bit of time to do it because a lot of stuff's going on. And it auto punctuates the content so that it's in proper paragraphs. It's got commas. It does it at best it can, because some people talk differently and talk sporadically in the video, so it's never going to read perfectly. But this gives you basically tools to help you quickly make readable content that you can utilize within your marketing. Say you're doing a newsletter, emails or something like that, or articles or blog posts or ebooks, whatever you're doing with the content, this makes it super fast. So now we can get that. Let's try a different video. So we just clear this out here. We go back over to videos. Okay, let's try another video. Let's just unselect that one, and I'm just going to, let's go the one that has the longest video here. So let's double click that to select that row, and let's go ahead and add that over to the videos tool. Or another way to do it, you can actually come over here and just copy this, just select this cell and go Control C on your keyboard and go to the videos tool and just paste it in there. There it is. And so now we can go convert to text. Remember, this one was a really long video, so if we click that, let's see, it does take a little bit longer for it to grab the data. And we could see there's almost 8,000 words, 43,000 characters. So now when we go to auto punctuate this, it can take up to like a minute or two. So you got to be very patient, because it's an incredible amount of working that has to be done in order to do this, because look at all of this content. So let's do auto punctuate and just wait a minute. I'll pause the video because it will take like a minute or two. All right, that actually took less than, I don't know, maybe 40 seconds or something like that. So now it's 44,000 characters. Look at all of that. And it's beautifully put into nice paragraphs and periods and sentences and all that kind of stuff. So now we have a crazy amount of content that we could use if this is sort of what we're looking for. I don't even know what's in here. I just did an example, but I do want to take it one step further. Well, sorry, before I do that, you do have the option down here to save all the content to a file here. Yeah, open and save. Sorry, I kind of lost myself there for a minute. And then we also have auto punctuate here, copy and paste. And if you right click, you get access to that same right click menu. Now I want to talk about spinning content. I know I have another video in here for it, but I just want to quickly show you. You can actually spin all this content by using the free Google Translate tool. Spinning 44,000 characters is a lot. Probably not that much at the same time. But let's say I wanted to spin this particular content. I want to use this content somewhere in my marketing, and I would like to reword it just a little bit. And one way you can do it, if you click the spin content spinner, okay, go up here, you can go like this and select. You can click down here or just right click and go, I want to send selected to the content spinner. So that's there. So here's the content spinner. And how does this work? The content spinner uses the translating technique. So if you're not familiar with this, it works like this. So basically, if you go to Google Translate and you take in your content, space at the beginning there, you take your content to Google Translate and translate it from, say, English to Dutch, and then you take the result of Dutch language and you put it back in to the translator and do another translation from Dutch to Spanish. And then again, a third time, you take that Spanish content, you put it back in, and you translate it back to English again. What happens is the words will slightly change, but what's awesome is the Google Translator tool is so powerful that it will keep the readability really, really well. You could be able to read the content super well. Other content spinners, they change synonyms and all that stuff, and it just, when you read it, it just sounds horrible. It just doesn't even make sense. Where this always usually makes sense, and it usually changes the content between 20 all the way up to 40%. So it's really awesome. And you can select different translations if you'd like. I have it set by default to Dutch, Spanish, and back to English. So it goes English to Dutch and Spanish, or whatever you start with. You can start with French. I mean, you can always change these if you want. And then at the end, when it's all done translating, I also have the auto punctuate in here. So if you want to punctuate the output automatically, you can select that. So let me show you how this works. And it's going to show you in this browser here. There's an integrated browser. Let me just show you. So here's what's happening. It's going over to the Google Translate. It's sticking it in there, getting the result, and doing the translations. It went back to English, and it auto punctuated. And now this is your content. So when you read it, you see, so we're going to show you in this video different tools. So this is why we will show you different tools in this video. I mean, you know, I rest my case. That is completely different than that, but yet it reads perfectly. So I always found this is one of the best ways to spin content that just makes sense and takes the least amount of work. Now, if you don't want to see all this stuff going on over here, you can hide the browser. So I'm going to be creating another video to show how to use this tool. I just want to quickly show that it's built into the convert to text tool. So you can actually spin all of this content as well. It takes a while, but let me show you it can do it. So let's spin all content. Okay, so all the content is in there. Now, in Google, in this tool here, you're only allowed to do a maximum of 5,000 characters. But through some crazy sophisticated programming I spent forever figuring out, I figured out how to do it. So anyways, all you have to do is spin content. I mean, it's going to take a while. There's a lot of characters. So there's 10 blocks of 5,000 it's got to go through. And each one, it's doing those three things. So it's going through the 3 different languages for each block of 5,000 characters. And it will keep doing that until it's done. All right, I paused the video. It did take a few minutes for that to work. But now we can see the content has been all spun. And there's 8,000 words, 589 lines. So now we've taken all that content and we spun the whole thing absolutely free using the free Google Translate tool. Like I said, it took forever for me to figure this out. Otherwise, the only other option is to actually use the paid API system through Google, and you have to pay a little bit of money to use their translator. But I figured out a way to use their free one just by using the integrated browser and just doing it in steps. Anyhow, you can see the power of this tool. All this is unique, like a lot more unique than the original. And now you can, what I suggest is still look at this and maybe even type it in your own words again a little bit, and you'll have unique content that you started from a video. It could be your video as well. Obviously, if it's your video, it's your content. You can do whatever you want with it. You won't actually have to use the spinning tool. But anyhow, I just want to show you the power of this tool and just how incredibly efficient it is to go through, 8,000 words in just a few minutes. So that's basically everything I need to show you for how to convert video to text. And this is a very powerful tool that you should be utilizing in your marketing to get basically unlimited content from YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Next, I want to show you how to analyze the tags inside of your videos here that you've analyzed. So in the videos tool, I analyzed a bunch of videos based on the search keyword DIY. So we got 347 videos in here, and you can see in the tags column, we got a whole bunch of tags. So what would be really useful, a tool that we've integrated in here, is the ability to kind of get a value of these tags, because it's kind of nice to know what tags are most valuable that you can use in your own marketing. So let's go ahead and analyze the tags, otherwise known as keywords, that the owners of these videos on YouTube are putting into their listing in order to get their videos to show up better in the search results. So let's take a look at that. So what you want to do, first thing you need to do is you need to select the videos that you want to analyze the tags for. And in order to do that, you got to select these checkboxes, but I'm just going to select them all. So if you just click this little checkbox in the top row up here, you see you'll get these options, and I want to select all. You can also get access to those checkboxes just by right-clicking anywhere in the grid and just going to checkboxes, and you got the same stuff here. So now that it's selected, what we can do is we can hit that Analyze button and go Analyze Video Tags, or again, you can right-click under Videos tool. You will see Analyze Video Tags right here. So go ahead and left-click that. It does take a bit because there was almost 350 different, and there's a whole bunch of keywords in those tag columns. So you see here, it found 4,165 different tags in all those listings. Now here's the powerful information you'll get from this tool here. Just make it a little bit bigger. So now what we can see is we can see the number of times these tags have occurred in those listings that we selected. There was 347, and there's also a total of 194 unique channels amongst all of those videos. So just some other information that's very useful. Now we can take a look and we can see that, do-it-yourself, DIY, obviously is the most common one because that's what I searched for. But you can see crafts and tutorial, DIY projects, and you start to get to see the occurrences. So we're sorted by occurrences here. You can sort any column just by clicking the very top cell. And now we can go over and take a look at some of the other things. So there was 252 occurrences. That means 72.6% of all of these videos contained that tag. Obviously, it's pretty important for this particular set of videos. But now let's get into some different values here that you can kind of like put a value on these. Like, how valuable are these in terms of getting views and getting likes? So now we know here, this here is the average views per tag. That's pretty cool, right? Because if you look at, say, for example, this first listing here, and it has all these tags, well, these tags for this particular listing has an associated views. So you can look here, this video got 13 million views and 143,000 likes. Well, now we can translate that data into this tool, and we can understand the value of these actual tags, the keyword tags. So you can see here, this particular tag is worth 32,000 views per tag. On average, that's what it did amongst those 347 videos. But what's awesome is now you can sort by here. Obviously, you want to be sorting. So let's take a look at the occurrence. I just want to look at, so if you want to filter out these, you can click the little search button, you bring up the quick filters, and now let's go and look at, I want to see ones that have occurred more than 50 times. So now we're left with 15 tags that occurred more than 15 times, or more than, what did I put? 50 times, I believe. And next, what we can do is we can sort by the views per tag over here. Now we can see, this one occurred 65 times, but it got the most views per tag. So DIY activities might be a very valuable tag, even more valuable than the DIY. So you can get another sense, but it didn't get that many likes per tag on that one. So this one got the most likes, useful things, life hacks, how to. But anyways, right away, I know that these set of keywords and tags are much more valuable than all the other 4,000 we just looked at. So you can see just how incredibly powerful this really is. And now you can just select these keywords, and then you can just use them in your marketing. So one way to select them is you can just hold down your control key and you can select all the cells here real quickly. And now you can go Control C on your keyboard and you can bring up just a little text file and bring it into view here. You can right click and paste, and there's your keywords that you could use in your tag listings for your videos, or maybe you're doing research for a client, then you can supply them with these tags. Say, hey, look, use these tags in your videos and you're gonna probably find better results from getting views and likes to your videos. So that's an awesome tool. And you can also save the data out to project file, comma delimited text. You can just save just the tags. You can copy just the tags. Instead of doing it the way I just did there, you can actually just go, file and go copy all tags. If you do that, you could see it'll copy all the tags that are visible. Copy selected. Selected is when you select the checkboxes, and then highlighted is just highlighted like so. Anyhow, and that's how we can use the video analyzer, so the video tag analyzer. It's a very powerful little tool, and I hope you really enjoy using it. Thanks for watching. So the next tool I want to show you is how to analyze the keywords within your video titles. So there's a ton of keywords obviously in your video titles, and the importance of doing YouTube SEO and whatnot and analyzing videos. It's very important to have the proper keywords in there. And so I developed a tool here that can really help you figure out which ones of these keywords are kind of like more valuable and what could possibly be better for your videos or your clients' videos. So let's take a look at that. So the first thing I've done here is I've just loaded a bunch of videos in here from a pre-saved file where I did a search for DIY. You can see there's 347 videos in this list here. So first thing we've got to do is click this little button here, the little checkbox, and I want to select all the rows. And after you select all the rows, you can hit this little analyze button up here, and you can select analyze keywords in video titles, or you can right click and go video tools, analyze keywords in video titles. So I'll just click that, and here we go. And now what we've done is out of all those 347 videos, there was 825 unique keywords that have at least 3 characters in it, 3 characters or more. And there's also stop keywords. So I'm using the stop keywords. You open this up, there's a bunch of words that you don't really want to analyze. You can update this little sort of internal database if you'd like, just by entering your own words and hitting OK, or load in a file or whatever you want to do. And if you don't want to use stop keywords, you can just click that there. So let's explain what this is all about. So right now we're just looking at the word combination of single words that appear in all of those titles. So now we can see how many times it occurred, the percentage that they occurred in the titles, now the average views per word combination. So you could see the value now that if you sort by here, well, let's look at ones that actually occurred more than once. So let's see, if you click the little search, we can do some quick filters. Let's say ones that occurred more than like 3 times, even more. How about 5? Well, let's keep going. How about 10? There we go. Now there's 21 left. So these keywords occurred more than 10 times. And now we can see, if we sort by here, now we can see how many. This one here has hacks, had an average of 15 million views per that word combination. That's many likes. So now we can see more value to these keywords. So now what you'd be like, okay, now what you want to do is concentrate on using these in your titles, because we know they're valuable. If of course your particular video is related to DIY was the search that we did for all these videos. But now let's look at something different here. Let's go and clear this out. Hit the little clear button down here in the bottom right corner. Clear all the data. And what I want to do is take a look at like 2 word combinations. And then once you select that, you go over and click Generate Word Stats. And now we get 2 word combinations to get all the data. And we can continue doing that. So if we clear that out, usually I find around 3 to 4, you start to see some trends here. So how to make is obviously very valuable. To make home decor ideas, DIY home decor. So now we're starting to really see some word combinations that you could use in your titles. This is extremely valuable, especially that we've put a value to these word combinations by looking at how many views per word combination you're getting. So let's take again, look at ones that more than at least 5. And so like, if you look at the value here, back to school only occurred 6 times, but it's getting a lot of views. So that gives it a value. Like that could be one of the reasons why people are looking at that video. Well, because at the time of recording this video right now, it's actually back to school time for kids. So this does uncover these trends that are happening right now that you might not think about, right? So anyhow, this tool is awesome. So let's keep going, clear it out. And let's say we want to look at like 6 words. Obviously, the more words you select, the less likely they're going to occur. So this only occurred 2 times. So that's pretty cool. And again, like the other tools, you do have the options to save everything you want here. If you click File, so you can save it to project files that you can load and save within this tool. Comma delimited, comma separated value file for spreadsheet programs, text file. You can save the keyword combinations. You can copy them and whatnot. So pretty easy to use little tool, but massively powerful when you want to look at the value of those keyword combinations inside of hundreds, if not thousands of different videos. So talk about awesome. So go ahead, utilize this tool to your maximum and make sure you pay attention to those valuable keywords that you could use in your marketing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the browse or import option for the browser here. Now I call this browse and extract. Now I have already shown this in another video, but I thought I'd make a separate one just to kind of concentrate on this particular tool here. So in the videos tool, under search, you'll notice you can search by keyword here. For example, if you type in the word like foraging or something like that, and if you unselect that here, I just want to talk about this part. You can only get the first page of results from YouTube. Of course, you'd like to get more results directly from YouTube. There's another way of doing it by using the, browse and extract method. So let's go ahead and do that. So click on browse or import up here, and we're going to click on browser. And this brings up the integrated browse tool. So browse and extract is what I'm calling it. So basically you're going to be browsing YouTube. So if I just click over here, so the way that this window works, it's kind of like a primitive browser. So we've got our bookmarks over to the left here, and we've got our browser in the middle, and the regular buttons are used to in normal browsers are here, and it's your bookmark button. Anyhow, if you go over here, you can click on, say for example, trends, and let's just go so we can see in the browser here. Now let's use some of the options that YouTube allows you. So let's say I do want to go with foraging. So say foraging, and I click go, but I'd like to utilize some of their filters that I don't have in the software. Let's say I want to look at the upload date of this month. I'm only interested in seeing videos, say, 4 to 20 minutes. I want to see just HD, and I want to see by, let's say, view count. So now that we have these filters, now we got all these videos here. Now what I'd like to do is when you scroll down, you'll notice as you scroll, it automatically adds it. We'll add this little button here. You can click start scroll, and it'll do an auto scroll, and it tells you how many times it's been auto scrolling. So you kind of wait a bit. I'll do 10 auto scrolls here. Then when you're satisfied, you just click stop. Now that it's finished auto scrolling here, now what I want to do is you can go and hit extract video links, because we are interested in analyzing the videos. So click extract video links. Now it does take a second. There's a tremendous amount of data inside the browser, and we found 299 videos. So now what we want to do to add those videos to our video analyzer tool over here. All we have to do is go add links. Now I want to add links to the videos tool. So click there. Now it will ask you, you can see in the background it actually already added the links there, but it will ask you, would you like to close the integrated browser? You can click yes. If not, you can click no and just keep it open. Mine is going to click yes and just closes it down. And now that we have all the video links in here, now all we have to do is click analyze. And now it's going and analyzing all of those videos that we just did with those filters that we used on YouTube. In addition, we went through several pages of YouTube results to find this, and now we can analyze all of these. So I'm just going to click stop. I'm not going to go do analyze all these, but now you can see just the power of using that browse and extract tool. Pretty awesome, right? Now you get access to all this wicked data that we can do for analyzing. So let's continue working with that. So I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to clear this out as well. Bring up the browser. And let's look at some other things you can do. So let's go to a bookmark I have here under Google and just click on that. Now you can actually search YouTube results in Google or Bing if you'd like by using a special search parameter. So if you type the word in site with a colon and then the YouTube like that, you can just search pages that are only indexed from Google, from YouTube on Google. You see this 2.4 billion. That's a big number. So anyhow, here's a few things you can do. I know that when you're watching a video, usually in the address it looks like this, /watch and then $V equals, and usually there's a video code or video ID number. So just leave that blank and you can go and do a space, and if you do double quotes, let's type in a seed keyword of your niche, say forging. Now let's click search. Found 4.7 million videos that has the word forging, but I just want to see all links that contain watch. You can see every one of these is actually a real video. Pretty cool, huh? So now what I can do is I can go in here and clear all these links. Remember, this is from before. And now in these search results, I can just go ahead and extract video links. And just like before, we just found 52 from these search results. And of course, I can continue. I can go to next, and I can extract again. We got 94. If we want to go next again, extract some more, and we got 143 videos that are, these are the top videos listed in Google for forging. And now we can add those links just like before. Now we got access to some unique data that, you know, you probably would have never thought of, or you can't get access to from directly from YouTube. Because remember, people are searching for videos on Google as well. So stop that. Now we got access to some more incredible data that we may have never found just using only YouTube alone. Let's continue on here, and I could show you, you can actually do this on Bing as well. So if you go to Bing over here, you do the same idea on Bing. So let's just do like this and just type in DIY or something like that. I'm doing double quotes here around the keyword because that specifies I want to see that exact word no matter what in the search results. So I'm looking for videos that are on YouTube that contain the word DIY. And so it found a whole bunch here. Now if I go extract, it found 8. But if I keep going, some more, so on and so forth, found 20, and now we can add those. And we analyze those real quickly, and those are coming directly from Bing, which is a top search engine. So now we have some more valuable data that we may not have found in Google, Google or YouTube. And some of these are getting, you know, millions of views. So that's how powerful this tool is. It's basically limitless. I mean, it doesn't actually matter what page you're on. I mean, you could be logged into some sort of SaaS program, like an online software tool that you use that extracts video links of some sort. It doesn't matter. As long as there's a video link inside the source code of the page you're looking at and you click this button, this tool is going to find them and grab the video link. So say you have a tool, I don't know, some sort of tube analyzer software or something like that that you already bought, and you log into your account and you start searching YouTube videos in there. As long as inside the source code these YouTube links exist, you click the button, you can get those videos you can analyze in the software. So this tool sort of makes it limitless. You kind of get around anything for extracting data from the internet. So pretty amazing and awesome tool. Now for making bookmarks, it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Like say for example, you're on YouTube. Here, if we go to YouTube, we can also just right click and copy. We can go paste and go to YouTube here. Let's say we're searching for forging. I keep searching forging all the time because forging and knife making is my hobby. Anyhow, if we come in here, let's say I looked at this particular channel, Old Smith. I'm like, oh, I really like this Old Smith channel. I would like to bookmark it. So you can go and bookmark this if you'd like. Just by clicking the bookmark button, and you can make your label, you can put it inside your folder, whatnot. Pretty self-explanatory. You also have controls you get access to. I'll right click here. I've shown these in other videos, so it's pretty easy to manage your bookmarks. And that's basically how you use this tool. It's, like I said, it's very powerful, and you can actually, I forgot to mention this, you can actually shrink this down if you want. And over here, you can hide your links to make it a little bit bigger. So if you hit this button, show links, hide links, it just kind of hides that little bar to the right there if you're not using it right now. And oh, I have one more thing to show you. Let's say you want to log into your account. I do provide a little button up here, user pass. You can quickly access your saved YouTube username and password. And there's also a link here that goes to YouTube login as well. And you can save your YouTube and password inside of here. Inside the settings, you can put your username and password and click apply. It saves it on your computer. As it says here, your password's encrypted. So when the software saves your password to a file on your computer, inside that file, that settings file, your password is encrypted. So it's completely encrypted, so people can't just open up that file and look at it or anything like that. But it's completely optional. Obviously, you don't have to use this feature. I just put it in here just for convenient purposes only, mostly because I love using it. But if you don't want to, that's fine. But anyhow, once you got it set, you just go, copy username, paste it, Control C on your keyboard or right click and paste. Go next. Then now I can just do my password and boom, I'm logged in. Now you can utilize your account, everything that you're looking at. If you like looking at certain things, you have certain subscriptions you're on and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to log out. I like being signed out of mine, but it's up to me, up to you, sorry. But I like being signed out because when you're signed into your account, I kind of like how YouTube always shows me, knife building stuff, forging stuff. Those things I like watching, like bushcraft and things like that. So I like keeping that kind of in my account. But one idea is you can make another YouTube account where it's just dealing with only your research that you do for your business, and then log into that one all the time. Or just do what I do. You could just sign out and just use all the searching and whatnot on YouTube. But anyhow, that's another useful little tool within here. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks, and I'll see you in another one. In this video, I'm going to show you another tool here I've integrated sort of as a backup, but it's still a very powerful tool. So basically, I'm going to show you how to extract video details, video data from any content. So let me show you here. Now, You're already familiar with the browser. So if you click the integrated browser, like this tool from a different video I showed you, basically you just surf the internet wherever there's going to be YouTube video links and just hit the extract video links. It grabs it for you. But there's another tool in here that kind of does something similar, just in case that is not working for you for some strange reason, because you know the internet always changes, web pages change and all that sort of thing. But this one will work otherwise. So if you click on content, all you have to do is put any content in here that contains YouTube video links. And if it contains the YouTube video links, it will extract out the video links for you. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about here. Let's say, for example, just on Google, and you're searching for YouTube videos. So one way you could do it is by typing the word site : and then youtube.com. You can also put /watch, because most videos always have that in the domain name, like in the link. It's always /watch and then some other details behind it. And then you could also do inside of so you do space, then inside of double quotes to make sure you get the exact keyword. Let's say you're looking for, I don't know, Etsy research or something like that. And now I've got 130 results here. What we can do, we can go right click and go view source. Now let's grab all of this content. So I can just go Control A on my keyboard to select all, and then right click and copy. And now we come into this tool here. So remember, inside videos, browse or import, click content, and then here we can click paste. And that's the source code we've just copied from the browser, and click extract links. It found 101 links in that content, and now we can do our normal data extraction by clicking analyze, and now we can go ahead and analyze all those videos. Just click stop here. We got all that awesome data. So let me show you another example. You could do the same thing on Bing. So let's say you're searching on Bing, site youtube.com, and let's search for, I don't know, something different like forging. And so the same idea, we can just right click and view source, select all, Control C on my keyboard to copy it to my clipboard, content. And we do have the content in there from before, so I'm going to clear that, and then I can right click and paste, extract links, and it found 10 links in that content, and we can go ahead and analyze it. But like I said before, it doesn't really matter what page it is, so it doesn't have to be Bing or Google, for example. Let's take a look at something else. Like say we went to here in Google and we search for top YouTube videos, something like that. Just scroll down here. 20 most viewed. Let's check this out. So 20 most viewed videos. So I'm just going to right click this page and view source, select all, Control C. Yeah, let's clear everything out here real quick. Clear. Now I'm going to paste that. Extract links. It found the 20 links. Go ahead and analyze. And these are the 20 most watched videos according to this web page, this article. So now we can go, wow, there's definitely a lot of views. 9 billion views. Wow. What video is that? The shark dance, baby shark dance. Okay. Interesting. Anyhow, so you can see you can do that, but you remember you also can do it using the browser. So this is sort of the backup, but I do want to just show that tool because it is built in there. So like if you go back to this page and you actually select this link up here in the address bar of your browser, right click and just copy, you can come in here and use the browser tool. And then up here, you can just hit paste and go. Go directly to that page. And now we can just extract video links. And there's the 20. So it is much easier to use the browser tool, but the option is there just in case the browser tool is not working properly or something happens. So I like having multiple ways of getting data. So I just wanted to add that in as well. So that's how you can extract videos and analyze video links from basically any content that you can drop into the content extract window here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the basically search for Creative Commons videos. So videos that have the Creative Commons license is sort of what I'm talking about here. I integrated this into a recent version here, and you can see under the video tools, you do have the option here. Now, as I explained in other videos, this part right here, like when you search using this in the videos tool, please note that it will only take the first page results. It's just the way that YouTube is built, but there is a way of getting way more, and I'll show you again in this video. But for now, let's just unselect these ones here, and I just want to show you this feature. So when you put in Creative Commons license and you come in here and you type in, make money online or something like that, click search, and go through the first page results in YouTube, and it'll grab videos searching for the Creative Commons license. So if we just take a quick look over here, we added a column here to Creative Commons. It will still pick up maybe some that don't have any, but these ones do. So basically the Creative Commons license, according to YouTube, allows you to use the content of that video. So here I'm on YouTube, just using a private browser. And now if I go, make money online, and then here in the filters, you can select Creative Commons. And let's just go to one of these videos. Let's say this one, for example. Pause it. If you go down to the description, you should see this license here, Creative Commons. So if we click that, it'll take you over to notification by YouTube giving more details about the Creative Commons license. And you can see here, by making your video original video with Creative Commons license, you're granting the entire YouTube community the right to reuse and edit that video. So that's the license. So now we know that we can edit these videos and use the content. So now what we can do is we can use this in the video to text tool. So we can double click the row to select it, right click, video tools, a video tool, and then go to convert selected video to text. Basically all that does is just copies the link into here. And then we can convert to text, and we can do the auto punctuate. It might take a little bit. This takes a little bit because it has to do a bunch of chugging away to make all this look pretty. That wasn't too fast, so there we go. Now we can utilize this content how you'd like. Obviously, you can use all the other things like the content spinner and find and replace, things like that. But I do want to show you another way to get way more videos here, because obviously you're only limited to the first page when you use this little tool here. But I just clear that out, and you go to browse or import, click the browser, and now we'll just use the browser to do what we want to do. So let's go on over to YouTube in here. And if you don't want to be signed in, like I'm not signed in right now, sometimes you want to search YouTube without being signed in. So to do that, you can just hit that clear cache button up here, and that will sign you out, or you can actually just click this and sign out of your account. But for now, I'm just going to go here and go. So this is where you want to do the same thing. So basically, this is just a built-in web browser, right? So make money online. I'm going to search, and I'll do the same thing I did before. Hit the filters, Creative Commons, and of course, I can select any other filters I want. Let's say I want to look at, I just want to see a video type. I just want to look at stuff that was updated, say, this year. So do whatever you want with the filters, right? And now, again, just do the little start auto scroll, and it'll go through and scroll a bunch of times. So what we're doing is just loading up a bunch of results inside the web browser real quick. Let's just do 10. Stop that. And now come over here and extract video links. It'll extract all the links it found. It found 237. So now we can go and add those to our video tools. So click add. And I want to add links to video tools because we're analyzing videos, not channels. Now here are the videos. Let me just go ahead and click get data, and I'll start chugging away through there. But sometimes other videos will kind of be, other links will be kind of extracted out of that integrated web browser that may not have the license. So that's why it's a good idea to check that column over here. So as you can see right away, there's a whole bunch that didn't show up. Just scroll down a bit more. Yeah, here they go. So you might see a bunch of no here. Well, some of these videos might actually be other stuff that's going on in the integrated web browser. Here, let's just stop that here. I want to do all of them. So if you go into the browser, you'll notice that a lot of the times you'll have like other videos that are in here, like that you can't see. Like, let me see, let me show you here over in the other web browser I just had up. Like kind of the nonsense stuff that's going on over here, well, that's kind of still in the source code.
This is almost $3,000 right
Whoops.
here.
I had to pause that for a second there. But anyways, there's some hidden stuff in this. You might get some of the videos in here might actually not be part of the actual search results. But that's fine. That's why I put all those columns into the thing so you can easily, whoops, so you can easily get to what you want. So in here you can just go and just type in yes to filter everything out. So we got 87 in here right now that have all Creative Commons. And now we can go ahead and do our normal research and convert this to text and do what we want with the content, or take the video and reuse it. So again, if you want to reuse a video, you can just double click the video you want, right click video tools and go to download video. And now you can come in here and you can do stuff like, I'd like to unselect this, and you can get video formats. And now you got a whole bunch of different options here. You can get your video only with no audio, video with audio, so you can add your own audio, do what you want, edit the video, things like that. So you can download it here. As I mentioned in a previous video, if you haven't seen the one where you can download videos, sometimes when you download to your computer, depending on your internet connection, it can take a while. So it's actually a little better to do it in the browser. So if you want to come here and download one of these videos, I always suggest clicking the open button here, and it opens up in your web browser like this.
Imagine being able to.
And your web browser has the ability to download it a little faster. So you come here and you click this little 3 dots and you can go download video here. And now you can download it to your computer somewhere. Like so. But I'm not going to download it, but just showing you that. So that's basically how you can search for basically unlimited Creative Commons videos by using that integrated web browser. You can do anything you want in Google here by YouTube, by selecting those filters and whatnot and getting the data that you want, and then using the software here to extract all that data in this nice little grid. So now you can sort through and use the filters and all the good stuff in here. So that's what I want to show you in this video. Thanks for watching. Next, what we're going to do is talk about how to use the channels tool. So this tool here is used to analyze channels on YouTube. So let's say we want to, what you can do here is just stick in your seed search phrase, for example, foraging. And then you can select these options. So you can select to search YouTube. Now you can only get first page results using this tool from YouTube, but don't worry about that. If you want more results from YouTube, I do have the browser option. I'll show that in another video, but for now, let's just concentrate on this. And we can also select from searching from Google. So Google and Bing, and we can select the number of pages we'd like to go through on Google and Bing. So we'll just stick with one page and first page results here and click search. And so it's going through and it found 110 videos from YouTube, Google, and Bing. And also realize they're all unique, so there's no duplicates in here. And we'll just wait a second here. Now we can come through here, and if we want to see the images a little bit bigger, we can use this little slider at the bottom there to see the images. Come through here, we got the channel IDs, the channel links, the source of where we got this data from, being YouTube, Google, or Bing. You can see we didn't get much from Bing actually, so there must have been some duplicate videos from Bing. Search phrase, the title, description. So this is title, description of the channel. We got the total videos of the channel, total video views, total subscribers, the date joined, country, keywords associated with that channel, and then the external links. So you can now go and investigate basically all the links that the channel is associated with. So you can go to like their Facebook, Instagram, website, all sorts of good stuff here. So lots of really good information you can use. You can use the all the quick filters at the top to get to the data you want, like so. You can also click on the filters at the bottom and you can show your filters and you can see them in here. You can create your custom filters you'd like. We'll be creating another video separate for filters just to make it easier. So we can click on filters, clear filters, and clear them out. Another thing you can do here is you can right click and you can do a preview. You can preview this in HTML table and it will show it like this. This is actually a searchable table as well. So at the very top, you see if you start typing, it will search, and you can sort as well. Now you also have another option when you right click on the preview, you can see it in the feed format. And you sort by total videos and you can see some data down here, views, and see the images, and just a different way of seeing the data. And you can save those. You can save those reports as well. So if you go down to here, you can actually save the export those reports. They're HTML files, but they're self-contained HTML files. You can actually deliver them to your clients just like any other file, like a Word document or a PDF or something like that. You just give them the HTML file, and when they double click it on their computer, it just opens up in the default browser, and it works just like you saw there. So it's a pretty cool little file that you can deliver. Another really powerful thing you could do in here, let's say sort by videos here. Let's look at one with not too many videos. Let's say, I don't know, this particular one here is 28 videos. So I'm just going to double click this. Wherever you double click on a cell, it will actually select the entire row. You see here the checkbox. And so I'm just going to right click, and I'm going to go Channels tool, and then I'm going to go Analyze Videos for selected channel. And so what this did, it goes all the way to, I just want to clear this out. I already had some links in there from before I recorded this video. So what happened is I went directly to that channel inside the built-in web browser tool. And what I want to do here, I'm in the videos section. I want to go ahead and start scrolling. So if I hit auto scroll here, it'll start scrolling, and it's already done scrolling. So there's only 28 videos, I believe, in here. So now we can go extract video links up here. We got the 28 videos. Now we can add those links to the videos tool, and now we can analyze them. So now we're analyzing all the videos from that channel only that we just saw in the channels tool. So that is a very powerful tool, and a tool that a lot of my customers have been asking for. Because now you can uncover the top trending videos for an entire channel. So if you're always watching a channel to see how well videos are doing and you want to analyze that data, this is how you do it. So that's a really powerful tool that we built into the channels tool. As with all the other tools, you have the option to save the data here to a project file that you can open and save within the channels tool. You can also save to comma separated value for spreadsheet text. You can also export those interactive files I talked about. So that's pretty much it for this tool. It's very powerful, and you can utilize it to uncover those top performing channels and also spy on where they're getting traffic from just by going and looking at their websites and seeing their Instagram feeds and their Facebook and seeing where they're interacting with their customers and leads and whatnot. So very powerful, and we'll see you in the next video. Next, we're going to look at how to analyze channels using the Browse tool. So remember in the other video, I showed you how to use the channels tool. We talked about using this over here, but you can only search the first page results only. Well, let's get around that by using, if you click on Browser Import and then click on the browser, and this is the integrated browser. Just want to clear some of this stuff out here. In the integrated browser, all you have to do is search any channel you want, and you can use the extract channel links here. Now this is the window that we use to extract videos, but you can also extract channels. So when you go to, let's say YouTube search, and you type in foraging, and you go filters, I only want to look at channels. So click on channel, and now I just want to see channels. You also have a few other, I think you could sort by, let's say, view count. Does that work there? Yep, view count. And now what we can do is we can do an auto scroll. So now we're going to get going through, I'll go through 10 auto scrolls here. And we'll get a bunch of different channels that we're searching right directly on YouTube. So I'll just stop there. And now what you do is you go extract channel links. We found 187 channel links. All we got to do is go add links. So you'll see there's two options here. I want to add the links to channels tool. And you go like this, click yes. You can, this little window that comes up here, it just says whether or not you want to close the built-in browser. If you want to close it, click yes. If not, it just keeps it open, but click yes. I'm just going to close it. And it went to the channels tool into the browse import and added all those links right here, the 187 that we found. And now we can click on analyze. And now we're analyzing all those channels that we were researching directly on YouTube using the YouTube filters. So pretty awesome, right? So basically you just have to use the browser tool and browse any page that contains channel links. Doesn't matter what page it is. That tool will go inside the web page source code and it will grab any links it finds that are YouTube channel links. I've shown this in another video, but you can see it's downloading pretty fast here. We have it in the settings. If you go to settings, downloading threads, we do have a number of downloading threads. Now a downloading thread, just think of it like a download worker. So there's what it means when I have 5 threads, that means there's 5 channels that are being downloaded at the same time. So it can go all the way up to 15. So you'd have to experiment with how many threads you'd like to use because it depends on your internet speed. So I always stick between 5 and 8. It seems to be efficient for my particular computer internet speed. So that depends up to your computer and your internet speed, but that option is there if you want to speed it up more. And so now we got all the data that we get from using the channels tool directly from the browser. So like I said, it doesn't really matter where you browse as long as there are channels in the actual source code of that page, channel links, you'll be able to extract it in this tool. And just like before, you could add bookmarks. So let's say you have a specific search that you like to do over and over again. You can actually bookmark that search by clicking bookmark. And you can, I can call it forging YouTube channel search, if I like to call it that, and I can put it into a folder to YouTube and click create bookmark, and then we'll see it in here. So anytime we want, we just click that. You see it goes directly to the search there. So that's really cool. So that's basically how you use the browser, integrated browser, to browse and extract YouTube channels. So very powerful tool. I'm excited for you guys to try it out and get this working for you. Now, as with the videos tool, we have this content extractor tool. I've got the same thing built into the channel. So it is kind of like a backup tool. You'll find yourself mostly using the browser tool. You just browse anywhere where there's channels and it will extract the channels by using this here. So, but if that's not working for some reason, like I said in the other video, web pages change and things happen. And if anything happens and it's not working or something like that, you can use the content tool. So in here, if you click the content, all you have to do is paste any source code or any text at all, as long as it contains YouTube channel links, then you can extract the channel data using the channels tool. Let me demonstrate. So let's say on Google, we're going to search site youtube.com and then /channel. So I know I want to look for channel links. So then I'm going to do a space, and let's say I want to look channels that are to do with, I don't know, knife making. I put it in double quotes there to make sure it's finding that exact word. So not just the word knife and making kind of spread out. I want them together. I want to see exactly together. So it found for over 5,000 here. So again, you can just right click and go view source. And then you want to select all. You can Control A on your keyboard and right click and copy. And then we'll use this tool here and we'll go paste, extract links. I found 69 of them and click analyze. And now we can go and analyze that data. So as long as the data that you extracting in the content tool, as long as that content contains channel links, YouTube channel links always have the word channel in them after the youtube.com part. So if we just clear this all out, clear that out, show you another example. Let's say, for example, you are searching YouTube for best YouTube channels. Let's take a look down here. 100 best YouTube channels in every category. Let's check that page out. There'll probably be a bunch of links in here. I'm just going to right click, view source, Control A, Control C on my keyboard to copy it to my clipboard, and go here and go paste, extract links. I found 58 of them. So now we can analyze those channels that they were saying they were the top channels. I didn't find the 100 that they mentioned on their webpage, but it found 58. So it probably means that the channel links are somehow encoded in maybe a different link format that is not the normal link format. For example, they could mask the links to PHP files, some sort of thing. But anyhow, it did find a lot. And now we can extract data for that. So it's pretty awesome. So that's how you could utilize this tool. Fairly easy to use. Like I said, all you gotta do is just find any content. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it just has the YouTube channel links in it, and you throw it in here. Like a lot of the times you may not even know if there's any YouTube channels in it. So just throw it in here and just see if there is by hitting the extract links. If it doesn't find anything, it'll say I can't find anything. So that's basically how you can extract YouTube channel data from any content that contains channel links by using these using the content extraction tool. I want to create a little separate video here just to show you how to extract and analyze all the videos from a given channel. So what we can do is once you have the channel link, you can actually extract all of the videos for any channel. And we're going to do that by using the channels tool. So there's a bunch of different ways you can search channels in here. One way you can do the search using the search option here, or you can do the browse or import, where you can just paste in a channel link in here if you'd like, or you can use a built-in browser to browse, or use the content extractor tool. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and just click on search here. We're just searching dog training. And I'm just going to go ahead and let it rip through for a bit. Okay, I'm just going to stop that there. And you come over here and you can see how many total videos. So just so we don't spend too much time, I'm just going to come through here and look at, let's say, this one. Let's look at one that has, like, I don't know, say 115 videos. Let's double click this to select the row. And now what I want to do is I want to see all of the videos. I want to analyze all the videos in that given channel only. So I'm going to right click channels tool and analyze videos for selected channel. And so what that does, it brings up the built-in web browser tool, the browse and extract tool. I do have some links in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and clear that out. That's from a previous video. Anyhow, it went directly to this exact channel in here. And now what we can do is, if we just scroll down, you can see we are in the video section of this channel. And now we can see all the videos. As you scroll down, it keeps adding more and more videos. Let's do the auto scroll button at the bottom and let it scroll until it doesn't scroll anymore. So it stopped scrolling. That means we've got to the end, and these are all the videos. Now if we go and click extract video links, we've got the 115 videos. And now what we want to do is go add links to videos tool. So do that, click yes, and it goes over to the videos tool, into the browse or import section, and it puts it into the little box here. So now we can go ahead and analyze all these videos. I've got some other videos here in the data grid I'm just going to clear out here. So now we can go ahead and analyze all those videos from that exact channel. And now we can uncover which one of the videos from that channel has the most views, most likes, most dislikes, the best rating, the most views per day. So So we can see here, we can sort by the most views. That one got the most views. How about the average views per day? This one had 228 views per day. Well, it was just published a day ago. But if you look at this one, it's been up for 800 days. It's a long time, since 2019. And it has 69 views per day. So this one has always been a very popular video in this particular channel. If we just double click on the image, we can bring up the details and we can look at the description and look at some details here. If you want to see the video, just click on that and go directly to the video and see why it's so popular and what it's about. But that is a real quick way, just get this out of the way here, real quick way to analyze videos for any given channel. Now I do want to show something else here. Let's just clear everything out here real quick. Go back to the channels tool. So let's say you want to analyze, like, say there's a channel that had 4,000 videos or something crazy. Like this one has 800 and something, or sorry, 783. Let's double click that. And you can do the right click channels tool. You can do it this way, but I mean, you can also do it just by coming over to this column here to make columns larger. If you just kind of mouse over near the edge of it, you can move it. I can select in here, and now I can go Control C on my keyboard, and I can just copy the channel link. Then you go to Videos, Browse, or Import Browser, and up the top here, I can just click Paste and Go. And now I go right to that channel, and now I click on Videos. Now, of course, the easier way is just to right-click, Channels tool, Analyze Videos, and does all that for you. Goes right to the channel page, goes to the videos. So anyhow, we know this person has, or this particular channel has almost 800 videos, 700 and something, 783, I believe. I'm just gonna clear out these links from a previous video, or sorry, previous video from this video. So now, what you want to do here is you can actually sort inside here. You can click the sort. I just want to sort, let's say the date added, or say the oldest added, or let's say the most popular. So now the most popular here. And what you can do is just scroll down maybe a few times here, and that's probably good enough. I just want to see the most popular within, you can see the time here within a year, 2 years. So let's go ahead and go extract video links. You found 120 of them, not 800, or sorry, I keep saying 800, it's 780. So let's add those links. And so it's just a way of sort of sorting in there a little bit if you want to get to different videos within a channel. So if you just want to look at the most popular one or the most recent ones, that's how you can do it, by using that little sorting within the integrated browser. So I'm just going to stop it here. I don't want to go through all 120 videos, but now you're going to do all your analysis that you did before. But that's a cool little feature there. You can utilize, take advantage of those sorting options they have built in to a YouTube channel page. So that's basically it. That's how you can analyze videos for a given channel. So pretty awesome, and hopefully you enjoy using that tool. See you in the next video. Next here in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Content Spinner tool. So integrated into this software, we have Content Spinner tool here. So we can spin any content we want to make it more unique and different. This tool is really handy when using in conjunction with the video to text tool, which I've shown before. So I have a video in here. If you convert the video to text, it's nice to be able to take this content and make it unique. You can auto punctuate it. Then you can take this content and then you can go and use the content spinner. But let me just bring it up here and we'll just talk about the spinner tool and how it works. So before I show you how it works, I want to demonstrate it on Google. So if you go to Google and type in Google Translate, you go to the free translate tool here. And so I have some content here. I just copied from the internet, some random article I found on Etsy. So I put it here. Now this is a popular way to make content unique by using the free Google Translate tool. This is kind of how you do it. Basically what you do is you take your initial content, which is English, and I want to translate it to a different language. Let's say, for example, Spanish. Now, you take this Spanish and you copy it. Then you come over here, select all, delete, and then paste. Control V on my keyboard. Now I'm pasting the Spanish. And now let's change it to, I don't know, let's say Italian, or I don't know, let's pick one here. How about Dutch? All right. So now I'm going to copy it again, go back over here, select all, Control A on my keyboard, delete key, Control V to paste. We pasted in the Dutch. And now let's go back to English. Now the final English is going to be a little bit different than the original. So I'm just going to copy it here. And this was the original, so I'm just going to go in word wrap. And this is the translated underneath. So you can see for newbies, it's often a battle between starting on Etsy or shop or building their own website. For beginners, it's often a struggle between starting on an Etsy shop or building your own website. So, I mean, look how awesome that reads. The science behind this tool is unprecedented. It's unbelievable how well it's readable after it's done. A lot of like Google, or a lot of spinning content tools, I mean, there's some pretty awesome ones out there, but they always kind of utilize taking a single word and then finding a synonym, a related word, and replacing it. And then half the time it doesn't read very well at the end. It's just so choppy and reads really weird, and like you don't really want to use that kind of content anywhere. So this always usually makes the output really readable. So the challenges I was faced in developing this tool was the fact that using this, you can only do 5,000 characters at a time. And you saw how clunky that was, trying to copy and paste, change the language. Like it's a pain in the butt, right? I figured out how to do it all automatically inside of this tool I called the translator spinning tool. Let's do the exact same thing we just did. So I'll take that initial content again and we'll put it into the input box at the top. It tells us how many lines, words, and characters are in here. And now you can select the translations. So I'm going to go from English to Dutch, Dutch to Spanish, Spanish back to English. And I'm going to have the auto punctuate selected here, so it'll automatically punctuate the output for me. You don't have to do that, but just adds another level of sort of making it more readable. So now what we want to do is we want to click spin, and what's going to happen is there's an integrated web browser in here, and it's going to do all that stuff for us right before our eyes. Check this out. So that's going to go in, and it's going to put in the English, then to Dutch, then back Dutch to Spanish, then Spanish back to English. And then it auto punctuated and put the output down here, just like that. Now, if you don't want to see all this stuff going on over here in the web browser, that's fine. You can just click hide and just let it do its thing in the background there. So you don't have to see that jumping around. You just wait for the content. But here we go. Now we have this content that's a little bit different than this one. And for again, you can see it even changed. Like for newcomers, it's often a struggle between starting an Etsy. Remember before we did other languages and there was different content. So you have an infinite control here. Like look at all these languages you can go between. So you can go and experiment and do what you want. And then you can always keep that sort of flow, translation flow that works best for you. So you can basically create an endless amount of different unique content from the same one just by messing around with the different translations, the first and second. Pretty awesome, right? Now in here you can actually, I put these little control buttons for each text box. So here you can spin all content, save to text file load, or copy and paste. Copy and paste buttons are here. You can also clear. Same thing here. And this is show browser. Now, I also want to show something else here. So let's just clear everything out here. I want to get a whole bunch of content, a lot of content. So let's do that by going to the videos tool, and I'm going to just search for DIY contains subtitles, because I'm going to extract the video to text. So I'm going to click search. And let's just go over to the video length, because usually the length of the video will say there'll be a lot of text in it. And let's go around. Whoops, where did I go here? Let's go around. I don't know, let's say this one. And I'm going to right click. So I double click to select the row. I'm going to right click and go videos and go select video to text. Let's go and convert that. So now we have the content. There's 13,000 characters. I'm going to go ahead and auto punctuate this right here. This will take a second here because it's a lot of content. Auto punctuating takes this content. You see there's no periods, no commas, nothing, no paragraphs or anything. It kind of automatically does that for you. Now that it's auto punctuated, I'm going to go ahead and spin all this content. And it puts it all in here. There's 13,000 characters. Now remember when I told you in this tool, you can only do 5,000 characters at a time. But I got around that by doing it in blocks of 5,000. So it's going to do blocks of 5,000 and then do the full translation for each block, and it does it all by itself at the click of a button. Now I've already auto punctuated, so I probably don't want to do it again. So I'm just going to unselect the punctuate output, click spin, and you can see down here what's happening. It's working on one of 3 blocks and it's translating the first block. That one's done. Now it's going to go to the second block and do the translations to get the unique content, and then at the end it's going to put it all together and put it in the output. So this is how we can do pretty much limitless content. As we can see, the output wasn't auto punctuated. That's why I had this here. So I forgot. Let's clear that and let's do it again. I've used this tool a tremendous amount. It doesn't seem that Google is blocking anyone that uses the tool a lot. So I've done content here of over 50,000 characters with 10 different blocks, translating it 3 times each block, and it works just fine. But it does take a while to auto punctuate. So when there's a lot of characters, 20,000 plus, even 13,000, it does take a bit to auto punctuate. So there we go. So now we've auto punctuated and we got our unique content here, and there's 2,000 words. It looks like I need to fix that little part there. I'll do that in the software. But now you can see just how powerful this translator spinning tool is. So now what I wanted to do is put in a tool inside the software so you didn't have to go out and spend more money to spin content using some other content spinner. I just want to put one in here that works well. This is a great content spinner, and like I said, you can change the languages and mess around to get what you want. It's always a good idea to even take the final content and keep changing it if it's not your content, and also if you haven't asked the content creator to use their content, it's a good idea to make sure it's changed quite a bit. A good rule of thumb is you want to change it almost by like 80% or something like that. Usually this tool will change the content around 20 to 40%, somewhere in there, which is a really, really good start. And remember, the output is always usually very readable, easy to understand, and it's different than the original. See, today we're going to build garage storage shelves that are cheaper and stronger than what you would get at the store. Today we're going to build garage storage shelves that are cheaper and stronger that you would get in the store. I mean, that's very close to the original, actually. So you might want to mess around with changing the different languages on your content. And usually when I do content, I don't stick in 13,000. So if we just took that, for example, if I just copied that, clear, and we can try some other random content here, and we could see how it does. Today, build cheaper and stronger garage storage shelves than what you can get in the store. So, I mean, it's changing it a little differently. Like I said, just play around with the different options and you'll get what you need. This tool is awesome. I love this because it's free, meaning you don't have to pay for the Google system, the API program that they have, application programming interface. You don't have to pay them more money to use their translator. They have a free one. Why not make it free using this? So now we can basically use it for lots of content, and it's all automated. So like I keep saying, this tool took a tremendous amount of programming. It probably took me a month just on this tool alone just to figure out how to do it. But it works really good right now, and it's so fun to use to make unique content. So go ahead and take advantage of that content spinner for your marketing needs. See you in the next video. Now let's look at how to use the comments tool. So you want to analyze the comments of a given video. So I'm just going to go over to the videos tool here, and let's go ahead and find a video that has a bunch of comments. This one has 4,800 comments. So let's double click that, right click videos, and we'll send selected video to comments tool. So now it puts the video up here. And so the way I've done this tool is you have to first click the button to load the video into the integrated web browser. Now sometimes when you load the video might start playing. It's kind of annoying, so you'd want to stop it. In this particular case, it didn't. And so the only way you can actually extract comments from YouTube without using the API is to get it from the browser. So as you know, when you go to a video, you can come in here and you can scroll and get the comments. But I want to show you how to automate that a little bit. So first you click, number one, you click the load video, puts it into the integrated web browser. And now I want to select the number of page scrolls, how many times you want to scroll down. Let's just do 10. And so now if you click this, it'll automatically scroll in the browser for you and extract. So once it gets to 5 page scrolls, it's going to extract the comments and then continue until it gets to the 10 page scrolls, and now it's extracting the comments. And we got 180 comments here. So let's take a look at the data. We've got the commenter, the channel, the when it was posted, how many likes, the replies, if this comment has a question, and whether it has profanity. Now I do want to say in advance, this video does show profanity, as you can see down here. I apologize, but this is something that customers really wanted to know, whether or not comments have profanity in them. If you can also control the profanity list if you'd like. You can right click and you can go to where is it now? The comments tool, and you can go profanity list. And in the profanity list, you can update the words if you'd like, and you can put it in there. If you don't like seeing this column, you can always just do that to hide it, right? But it is important to know, you know, the content, whether or not it has profanity for your marketing use. You may want to, say if you're analyzing your own video and you want to quickly see, you know, who's swearing in your comments, you can go in and remove it or something like that. Or, you know, another good thing is, say you're promoting a product or someone is promoting a related e-commerce product or something like that, or any product, doesn't have to be e-commerce. And maybe you want to go in and see at the profanity, see how angry people are, and look at why people are angry. And then you can pinpoint details. For example, like, oh, this software totally sucks. I don't like it because it crashes all the time. Something like that, right? Then be like, oh, this software is crashing. Well, why is it crashing? Maybe I shouldn't promote this product as an affiliate or something. But it just gives you an additional insight. I've seen this data being extracted by other similar kind of tools online, so I thought I'd put it into the software. So now you have a quick way of analyzing the comments. Now, we can take this one step further here. Let's clear this out. One thing you can do is, I added a couple of very handy tools down here. If you go up to the top and go down to where the comments start, let's see where they start. Here they are. You do have sorting abilities here. So I can sort by the top comments or by the latest comments. So if I go by the latest comments, I want to see what the latest things people are saying. So I can do that, and then I can do some auto scrolling. If I click start auto scroll, it'll keep track of how many. So I'll just scroll, let's just say 5 for now, like that. Now I can go extract comments, and now it's going to do its thing here, and it's got all the comments now. I got 140 of them, but these are the latest comments. You see this one got the most likes, this particular comment, so now you can investigate, you know, why that got a lot of comments. Now another thing you can do, which is awesome, is you can analyze these comments. So let's say if we select all the comments, and we can click analyze down here, or you can right click and select analyze keywords and comments. This brings up this tool here. We can see the word combination, and now we can see the time, the number of words that occurred in those comments, the percentage, the average likes per word, and the number of words. So we can actually, excuse me, we can analyze multiple word combinations. So if we just go clear, we can go say 3 word combinations, and it finds the 3 word combinations, and you can see the times they occurred, and it gives you a value. So we didn't analyze a lot of comments, we don't have a lot of data here, but we got an idea of which words are getting more likes per word combination. So now you can put a value to these comments and start to uncover things. Like, this is really useful for uncovering like problems with products, or like things that are good about products. So if you're doing research for products, you go into this tool, extract thousands of comments, and then come in here. Imagine instantly seeing the popular 3-word combinations through, say, 2,000 comments on a video. That can give you an incredible amount of insight into a product. For example, you can quickly see what people hate about the product and what people love about a product. And then you can apply those things to your own marketing in such a way. Say, for example, you want to create a product that's similar. We'll find out what's wrong with other people's competitors' products and fix them in your product. And then you'll get better results from your competitors. It's a very powerful tool. A lot of people do this in other sorts of areas of marketing. And I decided to do this within the comments because comments are invaluable. People are giving you free data, basically. This is what's wrong with what's going on here. This is what's good about your product. Take advantage of that information. Now, let's do the analyze again. I want to show you even further. You can take this even further. This is so cool. Let's say you select one of these for here. I want to see, okay, this says I love you, but I'd like to see like what comments that came from. So if you select here and select view comments, it will show you the exact comments where that word combination existed. How powerful is that? So now you can see, okay, like if this particular word combination sparked some sort of idea, I was like, okay, well, how did that person say that word combination? Now you can go and view them exactly in here. That's really powerful. Okay, I just paused the video there and I went and I did the sorting at the top here for the top comments, and then I did an auto scroll for 50 pages, 50 auto scrolls, and extracted the comments, and I got 918 comments. So what I'm going to do first is you can actually save your data. It's a good idea to save data so you don't lose it. So I'm going to save the comments. And now we can go ahead and we can select all. And I want to analyze. Now let's take a look, like say, let's look at like 3-word combinations usually good. And we could see the ones that got the most average likes. I want to look at ones that occurred more than, say, 9 times. So from the glass. So what does that mean? So let's click that and let's view the comments. And we could see here, just freaking drink the glass. Okay, you can drink water from the glass. Anyhow, this is not really a good example for how you can apply it to marketing, but I just want to show you and highlight the power of being able to look at the exact comments that contain that word combination. So really, really cool. Doesn't matter what you do, you can see where it's coming from. So you can also, oh, and in here as well, you also have stop words. So I totally forgot to mention that. So stop words are words that you don't really want to analyze, like and about, above, after, again. I mean, you don't have to use them. You can just unselect if you don't want to, or you can add more words or remove words, whatever you want. Let's go with, say, 5-word combinations, and you go over here and hit generate word stats. This one occurred 5 times. So it seems to be some recurring thing about drinking out of a glass. So anyhow, I didn't even look at the actual video. I have no idea what it's about. Let me take a look. Back to school, DIY hacks, and organization. All right, well, something about the drinking out of a glass. It looks like she's drinking out of a bag. Anyhow, I just wanted to illustrate just how awesome this is, and you can save this data too here in the Analyzer tool, the Analyze Comments tool. You can also, as we've shown here, we can save data out from the Comments tool to a data file or comma separated or text file. And you also access to all the different filters you'd like to use, just like normal. And the filters are down here as well. You do the custom filters. So that's basically it for this particular video and how to extract and analyze comments from any YouTube video. Here I want to show you the updated video downloader tool that I've integrated into the software. And so I just want to show you a little update with it. If you want to go ahead and download a given video from your list here, you can just select the checkbox and you can right click and you can go video tool and you can go download video. And this will bring up the video download tool. As you can see here, now it will automatically just put the link directly in here and actually click the video, the link for you and get the actual formats available to download. And so there's a couple of versions here. We do a one that's a little bit better quality than lower quality. Now, for some reason, when you're downloading this directly into the software, sometimes it can take a long time. So if you go and download, you click download here and you want to select a place to download it. It can sometimes take several minutes, about 10 minutes here to download this video. Obviously, you could just put it to the side and just continue with your research and get back to it later. Now, there's another option I put in here that sometimes can be a lot faster. You can click this right here, open in browser. And what you can do here in the browser, you may have this option here where you click this button and you can download it to your computer much faster. So if we go ahead and save it, we can see here it almost downloaded instantly. So we can go into the folder. You can see in Chrome it allows you to click this and show in folder. And now we have the video here. It's just off to the side there. So that's how we can download. Now there's another thing I want to show you in that tool. If I just make it a little bit bigger here, and I'll just get this out of the way so we're just looking at only this tool. So you'll see this checkbox up here. If you deselect it, unselect that, and go get video formats, it'll actually get a whole bunch more formats. So let's take a look here. So we got these two formats, which includes video and audio. And then there's a whole bunch of just the video and then some of just the audio. So this is useful. Let's say you want to get a video and you want to sort of maybe edit the video itself without the audio, add your own audio, or have the audio and video separate so you can kind of manipulate them in your video editing software. So this is an option that we've provided in this tool if you need to use it. So if you don't, by default, this is selected, and whenever you use the tool, it'll just show the ones that have video and audio. Now you can access to that tool from the tools button as well at the top. So if you click here, you will see download video here. Another place to get access to that is if you actually double click any one of these images, it brings up the video details window. Now in here, you also have the download button at the bottom. So you can download the video, or if you'd like, you can also download the thumbnail image of the video. Now I do want to mention one thing I've come across is that sometimes there's videos you just cannot download from a YouTube, and I think it has something to do with copyright rules and other things like that they just don't allow you to do it. So let me just show you that example. So I did here a search for just trending videos down here. So just click that one, right click, and we'll go to download video. And you'll see if you try to click open, nothing actually happens. And if you try to download it, it also will not do anything. It just kind of just stops. That's because YouTube is preventing it. So not every video on YouTube can be downloaded using this software. So just keep that in mind. You'll even run into this problem if you try to use, say, third-party video downloaders on the internet. They may not also be able to get this particular video to download. So just want to keep that in mind when you're trying to download some videos, that sometimes you may not be able to get it. But from what I've seen, most of them will download. So that's basically some new things I did in the software, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Now, let's say we want to download the image from that video. You can do that as well. If you just double click any of these images here in the image column, it brings up the video details window. You can also right click, video tools, view video details. And in here you'll see there's a download button. And you could download the thumbnail image here, or you can do the video here, or download video as well. So if we go download image, that brings the thumbnail. And if we can go back to our saved spot there, and we can see that's the thumbnail that it downloaded. It comes out in a nice big format. Another really handy tool we've integrated into the software is under Tools, you can go to Video Title Generator tool. So the Video Title Generator is really powerful for trying to find or trying to get some ideas for coming up with your next video titles. We've integrated a lot of titles in here. In fact, there's over 1,200 built-in titles that you can select from that can kind of help you make a decision on what you want to do in your video titles. So it just gives you an idea of where to start with. So let's say, for example, we're doing with, let's say, weight loss or lose weight. So basically all you do is just put in your related keywords, 1 or 2 keywords that are related to your topics, like lose weight, and we can select from here, get 10 random titles, 20 or 100. Let's just stick with 10 and just hit generate, and you'll get 10 random titles, and you can see the word count and the character count. And from my research, it's a good idea to keep your character count under 70 or under, so that your videos can show up nicely in all sorts of devices. So when your video sort of title shows up in like on an Android device or an iPhone or iPad or whatever, it's kind of, if you do some research around Google, you'll see that 70 is usually the idea. So a lot of these titles are under 70 already, but you can see the word counts and whatnot and the character counts. And then you can use these to try and come up with your own ideas. So the way that this works is you stick your seed keyword in and a whole bunch of variations of the title will show up. So you can just keep generating random ones at once, or if you want to see them all, click generate. You can see all 1,200 of them. And you can filter, and if you want to look at ones that are, less than 20 characters, less than 50 characters, or let's say less than 70, put a 7 up here, click apply. Clear out the filter. So it's a pretty easy tool to use. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can copy each link. You can search YouTube or Google if you want. Just click here. It'll just go right to YouTube. Click here, just go right to Google and search that particular search term. Or you can copy it to your clipboard. Or you can you can Control C on your keyboard. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do it to get that title. But then you can utilize these titles within your marketing. It's always a good idea. Just use 10 random ones that you're not overwhelmed by all the titles, and usually you'll find one real quick that you can just start with. So it's a really good tool to use. Let's see, research. 5 things I wish I knew about Etsy research. 6 ways Etsy research can drive you bankrupt fast. That's probably not a good one. 10 of the biggest things that excite me about Etsy research. So lots of different ideas, lots of different things to start with, and you can use these headlines in your videos or for your clients' videos. And that's how you use the video title generator. Pretty self-explanatory, really powerful little tool to use, and so you can take advantage of it in your marketing. In a recent new release of the software, I added another feature which basically gives the ability to estimate the video earnings from ad revenue. As you can see, the new columns here in the videos tool, and I also added a couple in the channels tool. Let's just take a quick look here. So now you can see the estimated video earnings. Now I found a special algorithm formula on the internet that just does a rough estimate. So obviously this is not exact, it's just an estimate, giving you another sort of variable, another metric that you can use to guide you on trying to figure out which videos are really hot and which ones you kind of want to analyze within your marketing. So now you can sort real quickly by the estimated video earnings from ad revenue, as well as estimated earnings per day. So what this does, it takes the overall estimated earnings and it divides it by the published age in days. So that's how this number is created. Let's go over to the channels section here and let's do a quick search. Okay, I just paused the video and searched that there, and we can see over here we've got the total earnings. So this is total channel earnings, obviously estimated, and the estimated earnings per video. So now you have another metric here that can really help you pinpoint those top producing channels on YouTube. So that is a new feature I've integrated into a recent release that I'm sure that you guys are going to find very useful within your marketing. Another great feature I've recently integrated was the ability to extract emails from the descriptions. So I've noticed that in the descriptions of videos, sometimes people will enter their email address because they would like to be contacted for certain things like collaborations or maybe doing some sort of mutual marketing or whatever. So if you're interested in getting those emails, I do have another column here. So if you just sort here, you can see all the emails that we have extracted. Obviously, not every video owner is going to put their email in there, and but you can get access to a whole bunch of emails. And if you want to see just the ones with emails, you can do a quick search here and just put the @ symbol. So there's 59 emails in this one. It also gathers multiple emails. So if there's more than one email given in the actual description, it will show it here as a comma delimited thing. And please note that sometimes these may not be an exact email. It might actually be like an Instagram profile link or something like that. But the software does a pretty good job of getting the correct email out of there. You can always just, if you're not sure, you can just, select that video, go on over and just double click the image and bring up the description. And then in here, you can take a look. So there is multiple emails. There's 3 of them in here. So that's a new tool we put in there. Also in the channels, there's the same thing. It looks in the description, the channel description, to see if there's any emails. And you can see here, there's a bunch. I did a search for forging in here, and you can see there's a bunch there. So that's another feature we've added in there. So it gives you the ability to contact the YouTube video owner, whether you want to do some business with them or whatever you need the email for. It's a good idea to make sure you do not spam these emails. I want to stress that is a big no-no. This was created just so that you can have the ability to contact YouTube owners if you want to do extra business with them or something like that. I do not recommend grabbing these emails and just started promoting products to these people. That is not what you want to do. So anyhow, that is the email extraction feature we've integrated into the videos tool and the channels tool. Here we're going to talk about how to save and view preview files. There's 2 formats of preview files, which is table format and feed format. So let's investigate that. And you can do that in both the videos tool and the channels tool. So in the videos tool, you'll see we've got a bunch of video data we've downloaded here and analyzed. So let's right click and we can go to videos tool, right click, go down to preview, and you can preview in HTML table format or HTML feed format. So let's go table. So in the table format, you'll see it'll be actually a full table with all the rows you can sort like so. You can even search inside here as you type. You can see how many if you want to see 10 per page, and then you can pagination in there as well, where you can see all of them. And so this is a really cool way of analyzing the data. If you just mouse over, you can actually see the larger images there. Another format you can do, if you right click preview, you can go to a feed format. And you can also sort. So this is sort of like more like a kind of like what you see in Pinterest, like little blocks, and it's just a different way of looking at the data. And we have a whole bunch of data here: the views, likes, dislikes, rating, comments, and average views per days, and views per day, I should say. And you can sort by each of them. You can even search up here as well. And so these particular files, you can actually deliver them to your clients just like any other file. Let me show you how to do that. So if you go down here, before I do that, when you go to channels, you got the same options. You right click and you can also preview HTML table, and also right click and preview in the feed format, and you have a couple of different ways to sort, and you got the searching ability as well. And to save them, go down to the file here. You'll see you can preview them here as well. You can export. I call them interactive HTML files because, as you notice, you can interact with those files. Meaning you can do things like this. You can search. They're interactive. So that's why I say they're interactive files. Same with this. You can interact by, sorting, and you can search and all that kind of stuff. You could even remove, but if you refresh, they'll just come back. Excuse me, they'll just come back. So what we can do now is we can save those interactive files by going File, Export, Interactive Table File. So we'll save it here. And let's go ahead and save the feed file. And it saves it as a .html file. And so let's go to that location where we saved it. If you don't remember, just hit File and go Open Last Working Folder. Sort by date, and these are the two files. So these are self-contained files. Think of it like, like a text file, or a Word document, or a PDF, or an image, or a video. It doesn't matter. It's a self-contained file. You can just deliver this file to people just like any other file. And when your customer, or say your outsourced team or whatever, they get this particular file on their computer, say you send it to them through email or whatever, when they get it in their computer, just like we're looking at right now, they got the file in their computer. All they have to do is just double click that file. It will open in their default web browser, and it will have all this functionality built right into it, the entire file. So it's a self-contained interactive HTML file. I think these are far more powerful than a PDF report, because a PDF report, you can't do things like sorting or searching. You can't do that inside of a PDF file. It's just impossible. So with the HTML file, you have that functionality. It just adds a level of interactivity to your clients or people that are working for you. Can look at the file. One way to deliver the file is just straight up delivering it as a .html file, just like any other file. Attach it to an email and send it, or put it on Dropbox or whatever you want to do. Another way to do it is you just compress them and send a compressed version of the file. So one way to do that is you just right click. I use 7-zip, and I can go add to 7-zip. 7-zip is a free zip program. If you go to 7-zip.org.com, and you can download the file here for Windows. In a Mac, it's really easy. Just right click and say compress, and it's built into the operating system. Windows, unfortunately, doesn't have that. So I use 7-zip. It's free. I've been using this software for seriously 20 years. It's a long time, but it's pretty trusty, and it's never broke on me. So I think I just have the 32-bit one installed on my computer, even though my computer is 64-bit. It doesn't really matter. Just download one, and once you download and install it, then you got access to it on the right click. 7-zip. So you can add to an archive. Even when you have an archive and you want to unzip it, you can right click and 7-zip. You can say, extract here or extract to a folder named the same name. Handy little tool to have. But now I can just deliver the .zip file to my customers as an attachment to an email, upload it to Dropbox or Google Storage or however you'd like to deliver your files, you can do it like that. So that's how you save interactive HTML files, and that's basically how you can deliver them to your customers or to your outsourced team or your workers that are doing research for you on your behalf and they need that data. So what's cool is you can send them not just to HTML reports, but there's also a lot of other file formats that you can save to as well, like comma delimited file, comma separated value, more specifically for spreadsheets like Microsoft Excel, text files, so those sorts of things. So that's how you save the interactive web pages and how to preview them as well.